Hey Kyle, so this is the 1975 1.8 liter 914 that I'm calling you about. It's all original engine, original transmission. It's a 5-speed. If you don't know much about these cars, they're all 5 speeds. I took the motor out about 4 years ago and rebuilt it. I replaced all the fuel injectors, all of the vacuum lines, all of the gas lines. I've upgraded the brakes to a 911, same era, 1975 911 master cylinder. The car is all original paint, and I'll do a quick walk around. Obviously, I have the engine running right now, and I left the hood and the trunk open, and I'll close those in just a moment. But I turned all of the headlights on so you can see that all the electrics work, and I put the 4-ways on. So there's the front of the car with the 4-ways on. Here's the interior compartment here. There's the gas tank, of course, right there. The strut towers. That's the reservoir for the master cylinder. The master cylinder itself is underneath the floor for the car. As you can see, the headlights are up. I'll put them down in just a moment. The original spare is here, and as you can hopefully see here, the car is, if I was going to rate it on a 1 to 10, in all honesty, I would probably say this is about a 7 or an 8 as far as rust is concerned. There is no such thing as a rust-free car from this era, but I'll show you the areas that I know of. There's the car with the hood closed. There's a little bit of rust here on top of the antenna. And then there's a little bulb of rust here. And I'll give you a perspective with my finger. Otherwise, there really is certainly no, oh, there's a dent here. One of my kids dropped their bicycle on it. I put a little Porsche color on there, but of course, because of the age of the paint, it didn't match up exactly, but it did keep it from rusting anymore. The car's always been garage kept. There's the garage it's from. I bought it from the second owner, and it was always garage kept with him as well. So I'll walk down the side of the car. There are some blemishes here. And here there's a chip of paint. And then again, there's another chip of paint up here. But because of the age of the car, I guess that can be expected to a certain degree. And here I'll open the door. You can see the interior there. I've got an aftermarket steering wheel on it, but I do have the original steering wheel that comes with it, and I'll include that in the sale. You can hear the engine running. Here's the trunk area, and the other area that has some rust, it's just a little surface rust back here. That's usually comes from condensation, but the rest of the car is pristine back here. You can see it's in very good condition. There's the pad for the back of this area. I took it out so you can see it has the original jack. And I replaced the rear struts in this car as well. So it's got new Bilsteins about 3 or 4 years ago. Actually about 3 years ago. And then here I'll close the rear trunk, and you can see it there. I know it sounds like that exhaust is rattling, but it's a brand new exhaust. Like 3 months ago I replaced the exhaust, and that's just the heat shield. It's very cold here, so I haven't gotten a chance to tighten up the heat shield that goes around it. But trust me, I'm not going to ask you to trust me, I'll show you. That's a brand new exhaust. So Here's another scratch on the back of the trunk, but it's just a scrape that took away the paint. And as I mentioned, I did rebuild the motor. I took the engine out, obviously, completely. And as I mentioned earlier, I obviously plugs and wires is a given, but I replaced all the lines. I replaced all of the fuel lines, all of the brake lines, all of the fuel injectors, and the area that these cars have another weakness to is called the hell hole. It's directly below the battery on that. The battery acid drips down. That hasn't been a problem in this car. Unfortunately, I can't really show it to you on this video because the battery's there, and the tray that holds the battery is the area underneath. I guess if I took the battery out and gave you a better picture, if it's an issue, please let me know, and I'll come up with a way to give you a picture of it. There's the back there. As you probably may or may not know, this top comes off and fits in the trunk area, which obviously makes this a Targa top. And there's a rip on this seat, on the bolster on this seat. The other seat's in good condition. And I think that's it. Oh, there's a crack in the dash here. At the very top of the dash, you can see this line here. It goes along the length of the dash. But otherwise, the dash is intact. Let's see, what else? The wipers work. Again, I don't know how important all of these things are to you, but if I was buying the car, the wipers work. I mean, it is a 50-year-old car, but I know you deal with classic cars all the time. But I like to be forthright and honest with you. Original rims. And I think that's about it. I don't know what else you might need. Hopefully this was as comprehensive as you needed. Again, I'll send this to you along with the picture of the title. I don't know if you want a driving video of it. I'll be more than happy to give it to you. If you give me just a second. I will rev the engine. You can see here the battery gauge works. The temperature gauge works. It's just that it's 29 degrees here in New York, and she's been running for a few minutes. So that'll heat up. The clock does not work. I have it perpetually stuck on 9:14. But other than that, the clock does not work, in all honesty. The horn works. I know those are silly little things, but those are maybe things that matter to you. Okay, I'll send this off to you along with the picture of the title, as I mentioned, and see if it looks like something you'd be interested in. Again, I said I have the original steering wheel and the original shifter knob, which I'll include. It's wooden with a shift pattern on it, and then I'll include the original steering wheel. Okay, thank you very much. And again, if there was any more questions, I'm sure you'll let me know.